Hey guys, Thursday, the 4th of August 2022, and we are continuing to push to the upside on equities. So, yesterday, some decent targets almost hit coming towards the close, but listen, directionally, some double digit risk reward on US equities. The VIX very much playing a big part in both timing and directionality of how we want to be trading on equities yesterday and indeed day today. But look, what we got out of OPEC was a very minuscule hike of 100,000 barrels. That's not enough to load one tanker, let alone, plug the gap that Biden is looking to get done. So, what we're going to look at today, again, we're going to look at oil, Bitcoin, and we'll look at the S&P. I think, Nasdaq. We'll have a little look at Nasdaq as well, but generally, U.S. equities are really doing quite well, and I think we can actually now kind of somewhat break the bear trend we have been in over the next couple of days. So, all right, let's get on to these charts and have a look. So, um, let's see. Actually, well, I've got the S&P up here on the daily. So, just to have a look at this, you're seeing generally this sort of downtrend we've been in. Now, it's quite, if we look at it like this, we sort of have the flag on it. It's not really paying attention to it too much. But can we get back up here to like 43s? I think we can on the spoos for sure. To zoom in on what we've been looking at yesterday, the protection there for the buyers of the 100 EMA. So we got pipped into that to the tick on Tuesday, and it's been one-way traffic since. So that's what she looks like on the daily bars. Today, could we have a wee little pullback before we continue on? Yeah, I think so. But generally, I'd be looking for longs in this environment right now. So, getting into the 60-minute chart, you see it here. This has been on my chart all day yesterday. 200 EMA target. Lovely bids. Not only holding the 100 EMA, well, 1 a.m. No one was trading that, but here we had some magnificent timing yesterday in conjunction with the VIX, both at 9 a.m. And then actually when we were in the market, also here, touch on VWAP held, pull back, still supported on VWAP, and we continue to move on higher. So we kind of have a little bit of balance on the week so far. Probably looking like something like this, I would imagine. A little pullback on pivot, tag, and go on up and hit this target. Would be probably something I would not be surprised to see happen. But generally, we have been just supportive in this whole 100 EMA above 100 EMA area this week. So more upside, not without the pullback though, and not obviously withstanding headline risk. What would be the headline risk? Well, look, it's Thursday. It's NFP tomorrow. I don't know if we can make a massive move. If anything, actually, we could have a massive pullback, come into the jobs numbers Friday, nice little beat on expectations, and then bang, up we go through the 200 EMA to the upside. That could well be what is needed here. So a little reversal down to load up the bus with the buyers. All right, that's Spoos. Oil, there's not much to say here apart from yesterday was a mega sell off after the initial bids that we saw in this area from the OPEC 100,000 barrel increase. It was by far, by a country mile, not enough. However, the market did have something else in mind. I was shorting off the tops here and got out all too early around VWAP, thinking we would get supported for a further push up, but you can see that definitely didn't happen. Back down to the invasion top high 90.51s, back adjusted. This is on the September 22 contract here. And you can see any selling below that has been widely supported so far today. Is it clean? No, it's not too clean. I mean, the risk reward picture here is a little tight. So, I would be careful. You're kind of blowing out that level by about, 34 ticks. So yeah, that's actually not that bad. But can we get our head back above water here? I don't know if we can. I think we're in a little bit of a capitulation here on oil at these levels. Um, yeah, I think we could. I think we could have a bit of an unwind now. So the perma bull is going quiet today. Definitely going quiet. Targets to the downside. You got the 2009 low at 86.19s. Confident with your S2. Be aware of that. Um, I don't know if I go buying bottoms down here. Should we have that sort of a push? I mean, the range yesterday was pretty wild. We're just going to measure the breadth on the day. It was $6, $6 day. So oil's back on form. We're moving around quite a lot. Do I think this is indicative of a sort of massive change? Well, the drivers for this move that I could point to would certainly be questions around gasoline demand being in and around pre 2021 levels. That's not actually what the market was expecting, so could be a little bit of that unwind to blame on that yesterday. So I know a couple of the guys are doing quite well, actually selling the front and buying the back on the strip here. So well done to you guys, and I think that's a really nice trade actually. At the moment, certainly yesterday, mega trade, mega trade. So and also Bitbook. Well, you see in cable here, this will be the last time I'm covering cable in this. It's getting smashed down on no change on the interest rate from Governor Bailey and the committee there. So let's go over to Bitcoin now and see what we're seeing. So yeah, look, not much going on in Bitcoin today, down 2.95%. Let's call it 3%. We have broken out of this bull flag and found support there on Wednesday, yesterday. So really, I think it's a bit of a dollar story as well. I think we're in a period here where the Dixie. I don't know if the Dixie is ready to go gently into the night. I think we're just warming up here on the Dixie for what will probably be like 113s by the end of the summer. Well, technically, the summer is going to ending at the end of this month. So okay, by the end of the year, I think we could do 113s on the dollar, and that's just actually going to wreak havoc for Bitcoin as it tries to get its head back above water. For me, I'd much prefer to be probably looking at spreads against Bitcoin, and taking a little bit of that dollar risk out of that trade. So yeah, I mean, and then I said I'd look at Nasdaq. We'll probably look at the Nasdaq on a daily chart here. You can see we're kind of well. Actually, let's go to a weekly. You can see here this area really coming into play. The lows of the 19th of January 2021 to the highs of the week of the 12th of April 21. That's just sort of big this big gray area we have here. And so, generally, I wouldn't trade these exact levels for, but the general areas for entries and exits I do like. I think we can get back up on in the middle here and to the top actually at 14,043. So going back to the daily, you can see the 200 EMA target is well above there now. How much of a move is that? That's actually 6.3% up. Do I think we're going to get that today or tomorrow? I don't think we're going to get that today or tomorrow, but we can certainly take a chunk of that, 2-3% up. Further, I think we can do that because you can see quite clearly here. Once we moved into the 100 EMA, pull back, push above, and then we're really well supported against that 100 EMA, confident with 12,926 half. So just looking for the longs every time we're trading below the 100 on that level, and staying long I think is the best way to be in this market if you are a swinger. So that's it for me for another pre-US session, and I will see you all tomorrow for NFP, of course, coming out at the usual time of 1:30 pre-US market. All right, take care. Cheers.